What's going on, Manhattan? I'm your lovely Manhattan Tonight host, Maile Widman, here to bring you all you need to know this week in, around, and even outside the hat. First of all, if you didn't catch the Oscars, you missed out. Besides the fact that Ellen DeGeneres had me laughing every minute of the show, she also broke the record for most retweeted picture on Twitter. And I guess the movies and actors there were pretty great too. Although there were many new faces to the Oscar stage, one movie in particular cleaned up shop. The movie Gravity with big stars George Clooney and Sandra Bullock came home with, here you go, a total of 7 different awards. Now I haven't seen it yet, but I know what I'm gonna gravitate to next time I go to theaters. Okay, moving on. In other senses of glam, K-State had a male beauty pageant on their hands this past week. There's not many times you'll ever see a guy strutting his stuff on stage in a full-on pageant, so don't worry, we made sure to capture it just for you.
My name is Mark Yell. I was voted by my fellow pageant contestants Mr. Congeniality for being a delightful person to work with during rehearsal.
My name is Joey Booz. I'm a senior in theater performance and minor in leadership studies. Well, I'm wearing this outfit right now because I was just elected Mr. K-State Theater, the first one, so it's exciting. Tonight was a good mix of a lot of fun, some crazy moves, a lot of laughs, and overall just a good mix of all the theater department, the music department, and the dance department that were all represented really well tonight. I'm really honored. I'm excited. I love K-State. I love K-State theater, so it's awesome.
I'm Amanda Garvey. I'm a senior in theater performance. I planned this and then I hosted it. First objective was to have fun, really. And then the second one was to raise money for KSTO, which is Kansas State Theater Organization, so a student-run organization. And then also to bring more people to the theater and make people more aware of what's going on in the theater department.
I don't know if I'd ever be able to do that, so props to you guys. Another man took a different kind of stage presence this week at a slam poet event. Now I was anticipating dim lights and a lot of snapping, but it turns out poetry can be much more than most people expect. See what you think.
And please give a warm welcome to Sheehan.
I was born with a drum on the inside of my chest. Beating the inner alignment of my rib cage, colored my spirit with such a passion I'm forced to exhale a sigh, so uninhibited, released from a truth found so deep within my spine, shivers as it brushed with death. I kid you not, and I'm humbled by its presence. See, no, the alphabet is the blood that fills these veins. Cut me, and I'll bleed scripture. A misunderstood martyr. Slanging today's proverbs to tomorrow's cliche, so try not to hide behind your eyelids, because your ears will still see clarity. And these poems continue to be written with the phantom hand. I'm nothing but a marionette, dancing the puppeteers dancing, untrained ballerina. I tipping my toes, see, black folk with a lifetime balancing act, walking the balance beam between black and human, from black, blue, black to high yellow. So don't tell me the color of my pain when you didn't even know my real first name.
I love poetry because it's my story. It's I find it the easiest way and the best way for me to convey the life I live in, the story that I want to tell, is by writing it out. So poetry is that to me. At its purest, poetry is storytelling.
I ask you these questions because I love you. And on my deathbed, you can catch me at a mic in dim lights with one number 2 pencil writing my last verse. And my mother will say, boy, don't you know you'll go blind writing in the dark like that? And I'll say, Mom, you'd be glad to know that if I were to go blind writing, the last thing I saw before total darkness was truth.
Snaps to that, am I right? Some people are obviously talented in terms of poetry, but I think that it takes a ton of talent to win some of those minute-to-win-it games that you see on TV. Have any of you guys ever tried some? Because they seem so simple, but I don't know, maybe I just don't have what it takes. But many K-Staters did at the Minute to Win It competition. Do you ever think you could have won any of these?
Zach Bailey. I'm with the Union Program Council. I'm one of the after-hours co-chairs, and we put this on. We thought it'd be a good time.
High heels, low fashion.
I'm Chelsea Murray.
No bread.
It's nice to do something other than the normal sitting in your room every weekend.
We can't decide. All we have is luck and all we have is passion.
Although friendly competition was among those students, now among our sports teams, that's far from friendly. Our Wildcats were in full force this past week. An awesome win in men's basketball against Iowa State over the weekend propelled the Cats, but sadly we fell short at OSU 77-61. The Cats' last game is this Saturday against Baylor. Let's show them who owns Texas. For the women, there were quite a few tears last game as it was their senior night. The seniors left a positive mark on the team, going out strong their last game at home, but unfortunately we ended in a tough loss 51-46 against TCU. Now the equestrian team has been very antsy after their big conference win over Baylor because this Saturday they're facing TCU for their last meet at home. The indoor track Big 12 championships just finished and the men's team secured third and the women's in fifth. So be sure to congratulate our track teams on finishing strong. Now men's golf came in 10th in their last tournament in California and they're now heading to Arizona. Jealous. Women's tennis is home this Saturday against another in-state rival, Wichita State. All of their matches at home have been wins, so be sure to go out and support them and keep them going. Lastly, our Batcats original season opener last weekend got canceled due to bad weather, so this weekend they're really kicking off their season opener against Iowa. Show them who's the Big 12 champs, Cats. Check out how all of our Wildcats have been bringing out the claws this past week.
I am here today with K-State equestrian rider on the hunter seat, Rachel Webster. A couple good rides out there today. You won both of your events. Talk about that.
It was a great feeling to go out there as a team and beat them hunt seat. I'm ready to go cheer on for the rest of the competition and give our Western riders the same support they gave us. So.
How big is it going up on 6-4 in the hunter seat? How much easier does it make it then for the Western team?
They still have to, ride their heart out and give it their all. They can't really back down at all. 6-4 is still leaving it a little open, and I know we can trust our Western riders. So it'll be great.
Now you guys lost to Baylor earlier in the year at Baylor. How big would it be to get a win tonight?
It would be really great. We're undefeated at home so far, so we want to defend our title and continue the streak, I guess. So.
Obviously, these last two meets are at home. It would be big to set up for the Big 12 championship. Talk about what these two home meets mean in terms of the Big 12 championships in Texas.
At this point in the season, it's crucial to continue getting wins under our belt. We go in with a certain ranking, and the Big 12 is seeded. So we want to get a top seed and continue getting wins, and a win this weekend and next weekend would seed us pretty well for the Big 12 championship and give us some good confidence. So it's good.
Talk about your two rides. You came in, you won both of your events. One of them you tied for 82, which was a high with your teammate. Talk about that, and you're able to kind of dominate those two rides and then also tie for the record on one of those events.
I just go out there and I do it for my team. It's the team aspect is just. It's just what I do it for. I love these girls, and everyone rides for each other, and we just go out there and give it our all, and we don't let down.
I'm here with equestrian rider on the Western team, Rainer Savannah Smith. Savannah, you were able to pick up a big win. Right when you were riding, it was 2-2, but you're able to pick up the third and decisive point in the reining to give the reigning team a 3-2 lead. Talk about the big win and the importance of not only winning your event, or your ride, but also your event.
This team is all about teamwork, and we're not like every other team. We have a lot of different sections, and so it's important for us to work together and all contribute. And I think that's why we're so united, is we're all there for each other.
The 3-2 lead puts you guys up 9-6. How big is it to go up 9-6 in the last round with only needing 2 wins in that last round?
Baylor's a great competitor. They're very, very talented, and so for us to get up 9-6 is a great advantage over them. They're just a really good team. So it feels good to have that 3-point win so far going in.
That's all we've got for this week's Manhattan Tonight, but don't worry, we've got more coming at you next week, so be sure to see us then. Until then, keep calm and fake on, but stay safe. Check you later, sassy kitties.